All right, it is Monday, April 6th at 7:02 a.m. Monday, so it's basically 6 days after my last flare, which again almost killed me just because I'm on high dose of warfarin, blood thinners with ulcerative colitis, and when I bleed, it just doesn't, spot the toilet. It looks like a goddamn artery bleed. Anyways, so it's Monday, biceps, triceps. It is hammer curls and dips. Basically, the blood just kind of stopped just recently, so I am going to start light and just slowly work up from there, and then I'm going to stop when I feel like I'm good enough to stop. Again, how do you feel before, during, and after? Continually evaluating your body as you exercise. Don't just go in the gym and expect you're going to slam a specific thing out. That's the dumbest thing you can ever do, especially if you're chronically ill. So pay attention to your body. And I was going to say something just a minute ago. I was going to... Whatever. Oh, and that fucking post is fucked up. So I have to go call the dentist after I get done working out to get this post, the one that goes right up in here, one of the weakest ones, because the bone structure around your nose is like really thin and weak. So I didn't be surprised that it broke or whatever the hell happened. But when I bite down, I can hear clicking, like the abutments clicking against the bottom of the teeth. So something's not right. The implant's fucked up, or I don't know. All I know is that whole implant system is if they would have put little wings on the tops of the implants, like two little like kind of flaps that come off it, right, on each side. So when they drilled the screw into your bone, the little flaps basically laid on top of the bone of your jaw. That would have fully prevented any screw blowout, period, because you would have had that pressure. Because when they put it in, they file your bone down, your jaw bones, where they're flat, to screw the screws into basically a flat surface. So that would have been perfect if they put little wings on the sides of the screws. Boom, laid flat. You'd have never had a screw blowout. So I don't know exactly what's happened. I have to go in and get an x-ray and everything else, but it's probably a post blowout more than likely. And again, that would have prevented it if they would have put little wings on the fucking screw. So stupid little things like that. You think these moron engineers running, these extremely, there's billions and billions of dollars in all these implants and shit, and mouth implants, and they can't figure out how to put little tabs, little wings in the sides of the fucking screw, so it basically locks, so you'd never have a blowout, period, because you got something bracing it on the top of the bone. So whatever, I don't know, just that's whatever. Okay, let's start the workout here. If it ever stops thinking, please stop thinking. Okay, it stopped thinking. Okay, I'm gonna start light. I'm gonna start like I normally do. So I'm gonna start with the 20 pounders, with the hammers, and then 91 beats. So I'm at 30 milligrams of prednisone still. The 91, 92 beats makes sense because the prednisone makes your heart twitchier. So yeah, we just gotta get through this here. Clear the bugs out the eyes. Don't have to use those damn lights today because it's getting sunnier earlier now. So okay. So yeah, I'm just jittery as shit right now. I'm shaking and everything because fucking prednisone. Fucking garbage ass prednisone. Okay, let's get to this here. Okay, I want to get this over with as soon as I can, just because there's a nice bug in there. What the hell's that? Great. You don't come in here for a couple days and you got a damn bug. That fucking It's one of those stinky box elder bugs, I think. Okay, I'm not doing any. I'm gonna start with the 20s hammers, and then I'm gonna see. It's even got my that fucking post thing is. It's not really that painful. It's just like I'm trying not to put pressure at all on the teeth because I don't want it to do any more damage. And not to mention the posts on either side of it are going to be weakened because they're taking the stress of the post that's not there. That's all right. Here we go. Let's do this here. All right. I'm gonna wait and exercise ever since it. Because, yeah, I can't sit around. I'm somebody who just can't sit around. It drives me absolutely bonkers sitting around. Okay, you got that in there. Make sure you get the... Okay, I want to make sure I get the... Okay, the dips are back there, right there. I just want to make sure I get it in one shot here. Okay, so... Alright, here we go. 97, 96 beats. My heart's just going near. Okay. Alright, bug. Come on. Get out of here. Vacuum me up later. Dead bug. Okay. Alright, here we go. Again, nice and slow, easy, take your time. You know, not just because you haven't been in here for a week, but it's your illness. You don't want to, you know, put yourself above the physical stress line caused by your flare, blowout, whatever the hell happened to you at that point. So, all right, let me get some actually good music going here. All right. All right, there we go. Try first basic. I was doing 40 before, 20 an arm, so we'll see. Go from there. Oh, I hate taking breaks. All right. Okay. Oh, I need a haircut. I'm getting one Wednesday, actually. I already made an appointment, so... Okay. Oh, this song is not very good. Okay. Let it stretch at the bottom. Just stretch the muscle up for a second here. idea how many that was. I think it was 40, 42 or something. Another stretch at the bottom. 140 beats, that's not bad. Okay. All right. That was good. And when I go down, every rep I do, I try not to go down with the hammer curls all the way till it's straight. I try to leave like a little bend in it at the bottom. Try to. Because then that leaves tension on your muscle. So when you go down, just leave it to where it's just bent slightly, so you're constantly keeping tension on the muscle. Because like any other thing, you don't want to, drop it and relax it, because then you're taking all the tension away and you're taking the whole, you're ruining the workout or the exercise. So, say it's staying 112 beats, heart's staying a little higher than normal. And it's just slightly looser than I'd like to be, but it's going to swell up a little more as time goes on. Now with dips, I'm going to do, I'm just going to get on there and do how many as I can, right? How do I feel before, during, and after? Continually evaluating every rep I do. So, but try shooting for 10 at least, without the weight. Which should be fairly easy, because I was doing, 13, 14 the past couple weeks. So, okay, let me walk my heart rate down a little bit more. Again, I'm not going to beat the shit out of myself. I just want to get the muscles used to the exercises again. This week is not going to be an ass beater here. More than likely, no drop sets. I can't be for sure though, but I'm probably not. Again, I don't know, and you shouldn't know until you get to that point. Because you got to evaluate yourself every step of the way, every specific second. You got to use your consciousness to evaluate your body and how you feel every second, every rep, every movement, everything. All right, 101 beats. Let me go back there, set up, and I bought a stool too back there. If you haven't seen it, you'll see it tomorrow when I do abdominals. Finally got a stool. And the funny thing is, I got it right before I blew out again, so I didn't get a chance to use it all last week. So, that's great. Yeah. And remember, especially if you're on prednisone, drink your potassium. You need your potassium. Prednisone rips it out of you, not to mention your illness is ripping it out of you. I bled a lot of blood, which means I dumped a lot of it out of me as well. You got to continually get your vitamins and minerals in there. Continually get them in there no matter what. So, geez, what the hell's with these songs? I added a bunch of new songs when I was off this last week, and what the hell did I smoke when I add some of these things? All right, go back there and try for at least 10, but how do I feel before, during, and after? So, pinch it on me. All right. Just a little pop. All right, let's try this stool out. Oh yeah, look at that. Stool's rocking it out. It's not as high. It's like 3 inches below the pegs, but much more comfortable. All right, 99 beats. All right, here we go. Let's see as many as I can do here. Again, evaluate yourself the whole way. Shoulders back. Ugh! 151 beats. Is that 13? I kind of flared out a little more. I didn't want to put everything right on my triceps. Again, working back into it. And I try to incorporate chest a little bit within there too. So try to a 30-70 split, but feels more like 50-50 some of the times, or most of the time. So I can't get my elbows to me anymore, being that my back is crunched over and my back muscles are rotated more forward and under my arms because my back is just curling down. It's crunching around, so my back muscles are peeling around me and stretching around the outside of my back. So I can't, like, see how you can get your elbows in way further. Let's see how they flare out more, because everything's so. Whew. Yeah, that got the old heart rate up there. Oh shit. That fucking prednisone. Jeez and rice. This shit. Holy mother. So I'll be doing the 25s this round. Go for around 30 reps, like I was doing 15 an arm. And then do another tricep without weights, without the added 10 pounds or whatever. If I do with the weights, it'll be the last set. So if, that's a huge freaking if. So, oh, fuck. And you think, you know, when you're doing a body weight exercise, you know, you like just without the weights, you think, well, you're not really moving a lot of weight, right? Because you're not adding any external weight to your workout. But what, I'm 160, 65 pounds, so I'm actually moving 165 pounds. You know what I mean? So it's, but just your mind thinks differently, right? Just because you're not using any external stuff, you're thinking, well, it's not really that, you know, it's just a body weight exercise, right? Oh, okay. My 101 beats, but I am out of oxygen. As you can see, my iron's probably shot too, being that I fucking crapped it all out. Fuck. That's another thing. I gotta go call and get my damn iron test again now. I was gonna do that this Thursday anyways, but I'm gonna probably call them in today and see if I can go run in there today or tomorrow. So, son of a bitch. I gotta get another fucking bag of iron. I know that because I was on the edge, but I was increasing. But that last, well, that did it. I know full on I got to get a bag. How I feel, and just by the quantity of. Oh, boy, that prednisone makes you feel like shit. I don't feel really that bad for my ulcerative colitis pretty much at all right now. It's just I got a little extra bloat because of it, but Okay, 96 beats. Okay, here we go. 25 pounders, 30-ish reps. So again, how do I feel before, during? I have to continue evaluating the whole time. You know, set it at 30 reps, but every rep, pay attention. If you gotta stop, stop, pause, put them down, whatever. Okay. All right, here we go. Making really good time here. 16. Oh, well, I might as well show you the stats after the first round. So that's not bad. 7:23 in the morning, 16:53 minutes, 78 active calories. So that's actually really fucking good. My heart's a little twitchier and it's going a little higher than normal. So that's why my active calories are a pinch higher than they normally would be. But anyways, let's do this. Here we go. Just pinch of that. I don't want to get too much of that because if I don't have the iron to move the oxygen, what's the point? Okay, here we go. Turn the music up. All right, 30-ish, 99 beats. Oh man, does that hurt on my back? And my right shoulder is hanging back further than my left shoulder. It's fucking cocksucking disease. All right, stretch it out. All right, here we go. Oh, mother. $153 beats. I have no idea how many that was. I think it was 30 to 32. So 15, 16 an arm. See, I've been gripping them. Like I said before when I did these, I haven't been gripping them in the palm here around like this. I've been putting the bar here and gripping it around here and pulling it in. And it works form a little more than the bicep, but it's all on your mind muscle, your consciousness muscle connection, right? It's focusing on what's being worked while you're working it. So regardless if it works the forearm a little more right here, you know, I was focusing is everything I can into the bicep working. And at the top, I wouldn't just go up, I would pull up a little bit more to get that extra little feel in the bicep. But I don't feel like I feel the workout as well when I put the bar right here. I've been trying this differently because I wanted to want to see how it worked it differently than actually put, you know what I mean? Because before, I mean, years back, I'd use the fat grips to do it, right? And put the fat grips on there because, you know, you're gonna, and it really does work really well, but if you read online and pay attention to the focus, you know, it's more of a forearm because you're squeezing a fatter, the fat grip, so it definitely feels more of your forearms are working, but again, it's all on what you're focusing on. You know, focus on the squeeze of the muscle you want to work, right? Focus on the contraction of the muscle you want to work. So form's part of it, but it's also, again, a lot of the focus too. Focus, in fact, is probably majority of the damn thing. So 106, 107 beats, keeps flopping around there. So far, getting a pretty good workout considering I hate working out on 30 milligrams prednisone, but I'm gonna be on this fucker for the next 2 days. Today, I always take the prednisone after I work out. Never take any of your medicine before you work out, ever. Don't ever do that, right? If I don't have to, you don't have to, unless, well, I mean, I have pretty big repercussions if I don't take mine in a lot of cases, but I don't know, there could be a disease out there, you need to take it immediately, but I like having the shit out of me for 24 hours, working it out of me a little more with the workout, than taking it fresh after the workout, and I think everything works better. You gotta flush some of that toxin out, flush a lot of those meds out while you exercise, and then take it. Plus, you don't want all the side effects from the medicine while you're in here, right? I mean, could put you in the hospital because side effects are nasty, right? Always, in my opinion, I don't know your specific situation, you know, but always in my opinion, I am not touching anything before I walk in here. The only thing I touch is a protein shake an hour before with my vitamins. That's it. Plus, it allows your vitamins to work better now that you know it's not fighting for absorption with the medicine as well. So, all right. 103 beats, let me set up over there and then do another weightless tricep. You know what I mean? Dips. Jeez and rice. I'm trying to do this as best I can without. Okay. Alright, pinch zoom me. I think it gets me fully when I'm back there. I'm right back there. That stool rocks too, by the way. Alright, here we go. Alright. Plus, since I'm not being stressed out by putting my feet on those nasty ass fucking metal spikes, my heart rate is a lot lower while standing here ready to do my exercise. So that's a huge bonus as well. So, all right. Now 105 beats. Now jump to 107 beats. So, all right. 105. All right, and shoot for again. I always try, you know, shooting for a modest 10. But how do I feel before, during, and after? So shoot around for 10, and then again, evaluate every rep, even from 1. But start really paying attention after 10, right? So, all right, 102 beats. 101 beats. All right, here we go. Good enough. Here we go. All right. $157 beats. Now we're rubbing the line a little more than I'd like, but fucking shitty drugs. Goddamn petroleum fucking based medicine. So now we're getting up to more of the working sets. I'll be doing the 30 pounders. Holy shit. I'm definitely scraping the line right now, so oh, that's a stupid song. Why have I been listening to it? Okay. Walk my heart rate down a little here. I'll show you my stats here right when I'm after I get a second to suck a little oxygen. Now that round made me a little lightheaded, right? So now's when you gotta start being careful. I mean, you gotta be careful the whole time, but pay attention, you know what I mean? That was like the top of the line I want to rub, period. So 157, that was, like I said, 160 beats. I don't like punching over 160 ever, really. $112 beats. All right, let me show you my stats here. So, fuck. Well, I'll evaluate it as I go, right? I'll start now with 30s to do the 20 reps, okay? that should be okay. I'm sitting down, right? I'm not really, you know, up and moving around. So, triceps, again, we'll see how that works. And you can modify it however you like, right? Like maybe I'll go back there for triceps and do 10 reps without the weight, right? So I'm peeling back 3 reps, right? And maybe pause for 30 seconds to a minute, let my heart rate drop, and then maybe put the weight on and do like 3 negatives. You know what I mean? So it'll still get a really good workout in there. Plus I'll be adding a little weight, but I theoretically should be keeping my heart rate down a little more than it was with doing the, you know. So, all right. 7:39 in the morning, 19 minutes, and 157 active calories. So we're doing good. 158 active calories. So that's not too bad after just two groups. So 4 sets. So I can continue getting. I could work out for another, you know, hour and a half if I want to do, you know, continually working out, just as long as I, you know, I'm aware of where I am with my, you know, health and how I feel before, during, and after everything, right? Because I could do like a full set of drops, like a pyramid, right? Like do 20, 25, 30 pounders, and then do 30, 25, 20 pounders, you know, go do, right? You know, I mean, you could do a freaking thing. You could do anything you want, you know, whatever you think about, you can do, right? And again, it's how much, you know, you're moving around, you know, equates to how good your workout is. So, you know, you could keep all your, you know, weights low and medium reps, and, you know, do, you know, 8 sets of shit, you know, but then keep your heart rate, you know, below the 150 line, right? Or even 140. So in this next set, I'm gonna do the 30 pounders and evaluate the whole time as I'm doing it, because I am feeling a little, you know, slightly off from when I started. So now I'm gonna evaluate everything a little harder. So I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I just do the 20s again, or the 25s, right? I could do, like I did at the beginning, I did 20 pounders and 25 pounders, right? And now I can do a 25 and then do the 20 pounders, like, again, like a, you know, a pyramid again, or a what do they call it, a ziggurat, you know, or you know, I could, you know, drop down to 20s again and do like 2 or 3 more sets of just the 20 pounders, right? Whatever you can think of, you can do, right? Never follow what anybody else says online, even when I say it, but even though I'm telling you can do whatever, you know, but don't just follow the crap everyone lays out online, right? You know, but you don't need to do that bullshit to work out. Working out is to improve your health, and only you know how your health is at any given time. So only you can decide on how your workouts actually go and how you feel during your workouts. Exercise ring closed. Yes, thank you. So I could drop down on the 15s or 17 and a half pounders. I don't know, you know. So I'm really kind of skeptical on grabbing those 30s, to be perfectly honest. But like I told you before, I love lifting heavy shit. It's not because I try to build muscle or anything. I just have this thing in me where I feel so good lifting heavy stuff. I don't know what it is. I'm at 100 to 102 beats. body says no, my mind says yes. Or my mind says no, my body says yes. That's more like it. I'll try the 30s just because, again, because I'm sitting down, right? I'm not standing up in any way, shape, or form. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the 30s. This could be a stupid move on my part, but you know, I'm gonna try something I haven't done in a while. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the fat grips with the 25ers. Let's try that. I haven't done the fat grips with the hammer curls in a very long time, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. That's a good idea, actually. We'll try that. So, change it up some. Alright, I'm at 100 beats. Still feeling a little off, a pinch off here. Where the hell did I get this music at? Okay. It's staying between 100 and 101 beats here. Okay. Evaluate how many reps I'm going to do as time goes. So, here we go. Don't know how many reps I'm going to do until I do them. So, again, here we go. 99 beats. Get a little forearm pump going on. But again, it's all on focusing too. So focus on your biceps at work as well. It's all on focusing with your consciousness. $24. Definitely forearm pump on that one. Tighten that up fast. But also remember how the fluid flows in your body as well. See, that's the other big thing, because it's all about fluid movement and toxin removal. So that 135 beats huge. Since you're adding more of a forearm pump because you're squeezing a fatter grip bar, you're bringing more fluid to the bottom of your arm. So it's going through where you want to work anyways, right? So you're bringing fluid down and up. So it's making its way to where it needs to go to do its job, right? You are not stopping it there with the pump feel, right? Getting the fluid, you know, pinched in the area here and trapped. It's all about fluid cycling, getting the fluid moving and removing the toxins. That was good. That was so I'm gonna do dips. I'm gonna shoot for around 9-10 reps and then possibly stop and then put the weight on, possibly, and then possibly again do a couple of negatives with the weight, right? So that's what I'm gonna try to do, but again, how do you feel before, during, and after? Continually evaluating your body as you go. It's not listen to your body, it's feel your body. You have to use your consciousness to feel your body. The consciousness is the energy flowing through you, it's in you and around you, and it feels more than your actual senses, in physical senses in your body. Well, I really pinched fluid down there big time. See, that was a good forearm flush and a half. Holy crap. I mean, that really fucking swelled the hell out of my damn forearm there. Alright, again, continually pay attention to that. You don't want to pinch all your damn fluid there. Yeah, I gotta loosen that a bit more. That was a little uncomfortable there. Okay. Alright, dips. Let me bring the weight back there, come back, and then get a drink, and then go back there. This is 10 pounds. Put the 10 pounds up there. Let me get a drink. So, and as I'm going, I'm probably, the way it is, gonna stop at 4 sets each, so 8 sets total. I don't know though. I just want to stick with my hour-ish routine, right? Plus, again, I'm just getting back into it, so it's more or less just getting the muscles used to it again, even though it's only been a week. I mean, because I did last week's biceps, triceps before I flipped out, so it's I'm not really getting my biceps, triceps back into it. But again, with the blood loss that I have, the iron loss, the nutrients that are lost due to it, because your body can build the fluid back up within like 2 days. But it takes like all the rest of the stuff, the red cells and all the nutrients and all that crap, all the thick plasma-y, nutrient-dense stuff in your blood takes a minimum of a month to get back to normal levels again. So, this thumb always bothers me here. I could pop it out like, you know, when I was young, you know, when you're a kid, you freak other kids out with it when you're, you know, but I abused the hell out of that when I was younger, so now it's all looser, And like 3 years ago, I lost strength in this knuckle right here. This knuckle had zero strength. Like I could not bend it and put any strength on anything. I was still working out, but I was just gripping with the bottom part. So that's when I started going to the massage therapist, helping my back and stuff, and she worked this to where it works again, but it's not like it's strong, you know, like it used to be. So it's strong, but I definitely loosened the hell out of those tendons and shit when I was younger, being an idiot, showing other kids, look at me, I can pop my thumb out. Stupid. But so now I'm having problems with this thumb. You get older, arthritis, you know. So all right, I'm at 108 beats, heart staying a little higher. So let's go back there and just set up and okay. I'll bring the can back there. Alright, pinch zoom me. Again, I'm going to shoot for 7 to 11 reps, right? Try to keep my heart around the maybe 150-ish mark. Pause for anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half. Not sticking with the 30 seconds to a minute and a half. Not sticking to the 30 seconds alone, because the 30 seconds alone, that's for when I'm feeling good and all my levels are up and everything else. So again, this isn't about getting a pump. This isn't about muscle building. This is about fluid movement, right? So even though you still want to keep the breaks on the shorter side, how do you feel the whole way through? How do you feel before the rep, set, exercise, and workout? Before, during, and after. Continually evaluating yourself. And this song sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, it just... Alright, pinch in me. Here we go. I could just do a bunch of negatives right now. That, you know, I literally could just do a couple negatives, throw the weight on, and just do like 6 negatives, 10 negatives. But I want to get a couple regulars in there just to move some fluid around, because that's where the fluid moves the most, when you get your heart rate up and you know you're continually pumping the fluid with the exercise. Alright, so still kind of a little lightheaded, a little on the lightheaded side. I'm at 111 beats. So my heart rate's staying a little higher due to the prednisone and the lack of blood and the lack of iron and red cells, all the nutrients that are involved. You know, my plasma levels have to get up there again, and you know, the fluids are back up, because I drank plenty of freaking water over the past 5 days to where my fluid levels are back up. It's just filling in all that fluid levels with the correct nutrients and cell structures and all that shit is what I'm trying to do right now. So, alright, I'm at 104 beats. So do again how many I feel I can do. Stop, pause, pay attention to how I feel. You know, keep an eye on the clock. If I can't do any more, or I can't do any of the negatives, don't. But continually evaluating your body. Never, ever, ever just get in the gym and assume you're going to do shit. Ever. Just, you always have to continually evaluate yourself. Alright, I'm at 103 beats. So, 103, 104. Alright, I'm going to start them now and see how far I get. Here we go. Alright. Now this is when it gets a little trickier. You got to pay attention a little more. Alright? Here we go. Here we go. It's all about health. It's not about muscle building or fat loss, people. That was 10 reps. I'm at 150 beats. All right, 150, now it's dropping, so. All right, I'm feeling pretty good right now. It's rolling up on 30 seconds here. 141 beats. Still feeling all right, so I'm not gonna pull on these. 133 beats, okay. I'm feeling good. Let me put the weight on. All right, now do a handful of negatives here. One. Two. Three. All right, one more. All right. Brought it back up to exactly 150 beats. Exactly what I was shooting for. So, did 10 reps of the regulars, and I did 4 negatives, which actually got a better exercise than the last 2 that I did 13 and 14 reps on, straight through. Like, I really focused on my triceps, really slow. And that last one, my arms almost collapsed on the last one because they were just like, shh. Okay, so I'm going for 2 more sets. That's it. 1, 2, bing, bing. So let me show you the stats. 58:33 on the clock, so I'm doing perfect. Just 2 more sets left. That was good. You know, I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do that one on the last round too. That was really good. Brought it up to my heart rate up to 150. Started dropping from 150. Got it down to about 131 to 133 beats. Well, 130, let's just say. And then did the 4 negatives. Brought it right up to 150 again. My heart dropped it from there. That was perfect. I couldn't have fucking even planned that better. That was perfect. Perfect. Felt good. Didn't feel lightheaded. Didn't get it, you know, see what I mean? All through your freaking exercise. I got a better exercise there than I did the past 2, even though the past 2 were more or less heater sets, right? They weren't really, they were just to get the initial fluid moving. So that was fucking awesome. I mean, my triceps, yeah, they really they did burn like a motherfucker those last 3. All right. This round, I think I'm going to grab the 30 pounders and just try to shoot for just rolled 1 hour. This is perfect. This is perfect. I'm gonna hit the 30 pounders, try to get my 20 in with that. No drop sets, again. You know, as far as I know, you know, I'm more than likely gonna do a drop set with those. But again, how do you feel before, during, after? You know, you can do a drop set with the 25s, anything below the 30 pounders. So if I wanted to grab the 6-pound dumbbells and do a drop set with 6 pounders, you can do it, right? Whatever, right? Don't listen to fucking dipshits online. You know, this is how you do it to build muscle. This is how you do it to lose weight. Jerk off. Who gives a shit? It's your body, and you have to know how your body is functioning. And only you, obviously, knows. I keep clicking that damn thing. It's tooth. And they're open now. It's 8:03 in the morning. Dentist is open. So, all right, let me show you my stats actually, and then what am I doing here? I'm being a retard. Okay. What the hell's going on here? All right, I'm at 8:04 in the morning. 282 active calories, 109 beats, and 57:26 minutes. So 282 is fucking right on money. Okay. 107, 108 beats, heart staying a little bit higher as you go on through the workout. It just happens that way. It's staying a little higher than normal due to the fucking prednisone. So, all right, I'm giving myself just a pinch, a little bit, like another extra minute of time for these last two, just because, right? So I'm at 111 beats. It's expected. Let it drop to below 110 somewhere. I'll accept that, you know, because it'll still get to the 150, the 147 to maybe 154 beats range. But I don't know exactly, you know what I mean? Because again, the medicine is what throws it off. If I wasn't taking the medicine, I'd know exactly where my heart was going to be to the beat, all right? But other variables, you know. Okay. And again, get your fucking electrolytes in, especially if you're taking any medicine. Prednisone especially, excuse me. All right, here we go. Oh, that's weird. I felt the fluid flow where the 106 beats. Here we go. Here we go. Two sets left. Here we go. This is the second one. First of two. 30 pounders. Try getting 20 reps. Again, how do you feel though? $113 beats. Just give it a second there. It popped up there. 110. Alright, drop below 110, baby. 109. Remember, your heart drops on the inhale. Alright, it's hovering around 110, so there we go. There we go. And no fat grips on these. Stretch it out a little bit. Let the heart rate drop a smidge. Alright, that was 16. Let me pause, let the heart drop a little bit. I could have accomplished them, but it's all about the heart rate at this point. So let it drop and try to get another 4, 6, 8 of them left. All right, plus a nice little stretch at the bottom here. Here we go. Very nice. That's just to get a little more fluid movement. All right. You know, I'm gonna grab a 17.5, do a drop set on that real fast. But a peeled back version. 146 beats, I got up to 152 beats. Maybe, I think 152 or 153. 145 beats, 144. Grab the 17.5s, try doing another 20. See how you can hold back the lightheadedness and the negatives effects of everything and still get an actually quality exercise in there. So 140 beats. All right, here we go. Grab 17.5s. I'll pause for a second, pump out a couple more. Oh, that feels so good. Let's try for 10 more. Oh yeah! Ah! Same, popped up, 153. 153, dropped it, grabbed a drop set, 153, dropping again. Look at that. Bink, bink, drop. God dang, that felt good. All right. Now I'm gonna go back there and this is just to give a little bit of extra fluid movement. While the fluid is cooking through that tissue right now, I'm giving it basically like phantom reps here, right? Just to give that extra squeeze and push, squeeze and push. Not hard, not trying to pump the shit out of yourself, just to, you know, give the extra little bit of movement. That's all you want, fluid movement. All right, I'm gonna go back there and do the same thing. Do 10 between, again, 8 and 11 or whatever of the regulars to get the pump going, pumping the fluid, get the fluid cycling, and then I'm gonna hit the negatives. So, hell, this bicep tricep hammer and dips has probably been better than any hammer and dip I've ever done. and I'm actually quite apprehensive with this whole workout because of what's going on with me. So, all right. Pinch gym me. I'll be right back there. So, right, I'm gonna do what I did prior, and then I don't know. We'll see. I just want to get a nice little tricep pump at the end there. Get a little bit of chest movement in. Cycle fluid, upper body area, front upper body ish, right? So here we go. Last one. One and done. One and done. One more and I'm done. Ow! All right, still at 122 beats. Okay, get up here. And I highly recommend keeping your arms down, because putting your arms up on the things here to rest them is keeping your arms down. You're using gravity to help with the fluid cycling of your arm, of the fluid cycling in your arms. So you want to keep the cycle going with the fluid. You don't want to stop. You want to keep that shit going for 3 hours after you're done with your exercise as well. So, all right, still at 121 beats. 122. So it's gonna stay a little higher, of course, until. So let it get to about 110, like I did with the forearm or the biceps. And all right, 118, dropping a little more. Get a little more oxygen there, even though, again, if I don't have the iron to pull it through my system. All right, 115 beats. So, remember, exercise is about health, wellness, health, not building muscle, not losing fat. Those are added benefits and bonus side effects of actual exercising for your health. If you work out for your health, no matter what workout you do, as long as you get your fluid moving and toxins pulling, mover enclosed, yes, thank you, then you're doing the right thing, right? Fuck muscles, fuck fat. Those things naturally will do what it's supposed to do anyways. You will build muscle if you are moving weight around, and you will lose fat if you're moving weight around. So, all right, 109 beats. Here we go. All right. There we go, last one. All right, pause. All right, I just hit 160 beats. All right. Let it drop to in the 140s to 130s, and then hit the negatives. Remember, your heart rate drops on the inhale because you're pulling in fresh oxygen. 146 beats. I want to wait till it gets into the 130s. 143. Plus that gives my triceps a little bit more of a rest too, so I can do these negatives a little better. All right, 135, 134. One more pop. All right, 130, here we go. Here we go. Crank some negatives. Low and slow, baby. Feel the stretch all the way to the elbows. Pinch your arms in as close as you can. 2. 3. Feel the stretch and burn all the way down to the elbows as you go all the way to the bottom. 'Alright. Rest myself a second. Alright, 156 beats. Drop the heart, 153, dropping. Try to get a couple more in here. $138. All right, shoot for 2 or 3 more. One more. All right. Okay. Now let me do the couple little extra pumps. Pump in, pump out. Pump in, pump out. Pump in, pump out. Phantom reps. Pump that fluid a little more. There we go. Done. All right, where am I at? Holy shit, hour 20. Okay. All right, that was Monday biceps, triceps, hammer curls, and dips. I will see you back tomorrow for abdominals Tuesday. Everybody have a fantastic Monday, and peace and love to all. Wow, I ran it to the fucking edge.